Okay, welcome to the second part of our slope video. So here we're going to talk about how to find slope when you're given two coordinate points. As we discussed previously, the formula for slope is m equals y2 minus y1. So in other words, the change in y, the difference between the y values, compared to the change in x, x2 minus x1. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what that means when we have some coordinate examples. I am going to go ahead and call this one x1, the 5, and then I'm going to call the 4 my y1 because we've got our x and our y coordinate pair. Sorry, that's hard to read. In the second coordinate pair, I'm going to call the 6 my x1, my x2, and the 9 my y2. So that is just me kind of labeling each of the coordinate pairs. Okay, so from here I can go ahead and subtract my y's. So I'm going to go 9 minus 4 over 6 minus 5. And I forgot actually my m equals. All right, so I've got m equals 9 minus 4 over 6 minus 5. So m equals 5 over 1 or just 5. Now, sometimes people ask, well, does it matter? Could I have gone in the other order? Sure, you could have gone 4 minus 9. So let's set that up. M equals 4 minus 9 over 5 minus 6. And in this situation, you would have gotten negative 5 over negative 1. But we know that's still positive 5. So as long as you're going in a consistent order, that's fine. All right, go ahead and try the next 3 by yourself and pause the video and then check it with me. All right, so what I'm going to do for number 2 is I'm going to do my y minus y, so 2 minus 4 over my x minus x, so negative 1 minus negative 3. Make sure you're doing minus, and then that one was a negative 3. All right, so my slope here is negative 2 over, I'm going to do a keep change change or leave change opposite, and I find out my slope is negative 1. All right, for number 3, we're going to do the same process. Again, we're finding the change in y, and the reason for that, by the way, is because we're seeing how far up and down the slope goes, and that's our y-axis, and then how far over it goes, so that's our change in x. Okay. So change in y, 9 minus negative 3. So my slope is 9 minus negative 3 over negative 2 minus negative 6. And again, I can do my keep change change. And my slope would be 12 over 4. But then, of course, I would like to simplify that. So my slope is 3. Okay, next one. My slope here is negative 2 minus 4 over 3 minus negative 1. And so my slope is negative 6 over 4, and I would like to simplify that. So it is, sorry about that, negative 3 over 2. All right, hopefully you found those same answers as I did. Okay, let's look at some special situations. Here, these lines look a little bit different because they're not on a diagonal. One is horizontal and one is vertical. If you think about what I talked about earlier, which is sledding, if you were sledding on this hill, that's not sledding, you're just walking on flat ground. Let's go ahead and see what the slope of that line would be. So I'm going to subtract my y's, 2 minus 2, over, I'm going to compare it to 4 minus 1, my x's. So I get 0 over 3. 0 divided by 3 is 0. Now this makes sense because you would be on flat ground. You're not on any sort of slope or incline. Now the next one, there is an extremely crazy looking incline. If you were to ski down that or sled down that, it would be insanely dangerous. This is sort of like Spider-Man walking straight up a wall. So let's see what happens in this weird situation in number 2 when we calculate our slope. What we're going to calculate is negative 1 minus 2 over 4 minus 4. Now in this situation, we get negative 3 over 0, which is a weird one. We know 0 divided by 3 is 0, but 3 divided by 0 is a totally different problem. And as you may recall, if you were to type that in your calculator, your calculator is going to say something strange. It might say error, or it might not give you an answer, or actually if you ask Siri, she'll say the word undefined, and that's actually what the answer is. It is undefined. Okay, and you can remember that because this vertical slope, it would be extremely dangerous to be, sledding or skiing down a vertical slope, so that will be called undefined. Okay, so and just to recap, a horizontal line is like 0 over any number. So 0 divided by 7, 0 divided by -8, whatever it is, that's going to simplify to 0 and make a horizontal line. The opposite of that is a vertical line, and that's when we're dividing by 0. So it's any number on top of our division or fraction bar, and then 0 on the bottom. All right, thank you for watching.